What's going on, BMW fans? Welcome back to our second video of the X3 LCI. Today we have the graphite one, and this one compared to the other one is actually a non-M Sport. So the one that we're looking at right now is a base 30i, and then the one that we did before was the Titanic Blue 30i, but it was an M Sport. Before we get started, guys, make sure you guys check out our brand new website, www.bmreview.com. At the end of the video, click on the link down at the bottom of the video to check out over 100 different car products that we just launched. Oh, and guys, I'm actually laying in bed right now with arthritis pain and on some pain medication. So if I sound a little dead, or more dead than usual, I guess I could say, since I'm boring, you know why. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So guys, we're going to be doing a quick little walk around as we're just finishing it up, but you can do a quick little peek around the whole vehicle. You can check out the rims. The rims did stay the same compared to the last generation, and not too much has changed on the side profile of the X3s. Now, as mentioned in the last video as well, the front fascia did get a pretty good update. You can check the grills. The grills are now touching. In the last generation, the grills were a lot more separated. And another cool feature that BMW did now with the redesign is that the grills are touching, and right in between of the grills there, you can see a little black line. Well, the black line is going to hold the new 3D view camera for the front. So you're going to start seeing that there now. Now I'm just crouched down over here at the quarter, but yeah guys, the rims stay the same. You can check out the bumpers in this new base model. The overall design is just a bit more sharper compared to the last generation, and I think it looks really good. I actually love the little chrome. It's not chrome, but I love the satin finish that's on the very bottom of the bumper. It gives the whole vehicle a much sharper look, and it looks a lot more cleaner compared to the last generation too. A lot more straight, I guess you could say. And now I'm kind of debating, if I were to get this vehicle, would I put on a front plate on that, because it looks really clean the way that we're looking at it right now. Also, if you look at the front lights or the headlights as well, they did become a lot more sharper as well. So that's all quick. So that's all a quick little note. Going through the side of the vehicle, still looks pretty much the same. Nothing too there that stands out to me a whole lot. And then I believe we're going to jump into the cockpit right here. So yeah. Also guys, wait for the light to brighten it up a little bit. But the interior color that we're seeing right here, it is the Tacora red. And believe it or not, this is actually Sensatec. That's right. BMW made another Sensatec color, and it's going to be Tacora red. So the leather, or the vinyl, I guess you could say, that you're looking at right here, is not real leather, even though it looks like it. This is the Tacora red. Also, one quick note: all the Sensatec leather now is going to be perforated. So if you guys look really closely at these, if you look really closely, you can actually see the perforation that's within the seats, and you can actually see the holes. If you don't know what perforated seats are, they're actually they're not vented seats, but they have little holes within the seats on the top seat and on the bottom as well. And what that does is it helps with the breathability, so whenever you're sitting down, you're not going to get as sweaty, I guess you could say. I'm actually glad that they have this, because my back is notorious for getting sweaty in long drives whenever it's a hot day like this. Mind you, it was 95 degrees in this, so I was pretty toasted. But seats look great. Again guys, this is the Tacora red. And as we're moving to the center console here, you can see the next thing that got changed within the vehicle. So the shifter that you see right here, it's all pretty closely related to the 3 Series, and you can get a quick little look there, but everything has pretty much stayed the same in terms of how it compares against the 3 Series. The only thing that really got shifted in terms of buttons in the LCI was a downhill assist, so they actually moved that a little bit. If you look at the console right here, this is all new as well, and the screen on the top that you're looking at, that's a 12.3 inch screen, just so you know. It's a pretty big screen, but it's not anything that's too big. It's actually a really great size, and I'm actually glad that BMW did update the screen, because it looks a lot more better now. And I'm going to actually sit in the vehicle right here, and I'm going to show you guys the steering wheel. Steering wheel did change a little bit, but before I show you that, I just had to get a quick little clip of this X logo that we see right here. It has some perfect lighting right there as well. That all stayed the same, so nothing new there. Also, looking at the steering wheel now, we're going to see some changes. So the last video did show the M Sport steering wheel, and I wanted to make sure that I get a video of just the regular steering wheel that the majority of the people are going to see. This is going to be the base steering wheel. You can see the heated steering button that's right at the bottom. That was always there, but the only thing that really changed in the steering wheel was these little buttons right here. The fit and finish, I guess you could say, is newer, and that's going to be more of a BMW modern design for the steering wheel buttons there. So they did change that up. It looks a lot more cleaner, and it does feel a lot more better to the touch. And pretty closely now, I'm going to be checking out the digital gauges that you see right here. So before, in the last generation, BMW did make an analog, like a half analog gauge and a half digital gauge, and I thought it was really stupid. Well, finally now they all are switching over to the iDrive 7, and with that, you do get the live Cockpit Pro, which we're looking at, which we just saw right there, which was the digital gauge. The digital gauge, guys, looks absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen it for BMW, it's probably one of the best ones yet. And the way that it functions, and then the way that it changes screens whenever you go into a different drive mode, that actually looks really good too. And then on the left blinker stick, there's a button there called BC. I'm not going to show you guys in this video, but there is a left bumper stick there. In the left blinker stick, you can hit BC to change the little screen inside the live Cockpit Pro. So just so you know. Jumping into the back seat, guys. The back seat all still stay the same, but before we check that out, check out the panoramic sunroof. It's also stayed the same, but it does still look really great, especially with the trees in the background there. It looks awesome. Checking out the back seats. If you guys aren't familiar with BMW back seats or the X3s back seats, it's a pretty great. It's a pretty great size. Nothing too big, nothing too small, but it's just the power. I'm actually like about 5'9", 5'10", and I can fit perfectly fine here in the back. So it's perfect for the kids, perfect for your family. So no issues there. All right, now checking out the back side, guys. This was also greatly changed. So taillights are the first and biggest noticeable thing in the back that changed, and I think they look great. I'm not sure the exact name that BMW calls those, but if you guys know in the comments, if you guys know, just comment down below, and I'll be sure to include it in the description. But the rear lights look really great. Again, those were updated, and the rest of the vehicle looked about the same. I know the M Sport did change the exhaust, and I'm pretty sure that these exhaust tips look a bit more different as well. But if you look at the overall look of the back, it looks a lot more cleaner, a bit more aggressive if you check out those tail lights, of course. But I think it looks a lot more better. It might even make things a lot more safer too, because the car behind you is definitely going to see those tail lights, and when you hit the brakes, it's going to be like, whoa, alright, this guy's stopping. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much the changes right there. But before you guys go, I just want to give a quick feedback on the X3s driving. I know a lot of people were asking about how the X3 drives in the last video, but honestly, the X3, the drivability in the vehicle is honestly one of the best driving SUVs that I've ever driven in my life. Now, I've driven the other Mercedes-Benz SUVs, even Jaguars and all that, but it's true what they say about BMW drives. You really just can't beat the drive. And not only the X3, the X5, and the X7s, they're all SUVs, or SAVs, BMW calls it. But they all drive really great too. The way that you can just hop onto the highway, get on the gas, and even go into the sport mode, it makes the whole vehicle feels like a sport car, or even like an M car, with like a smaller engine, I guess you could say. But the drive on the vehicle looks really great. Also, guys, a lot of people were asking about the seating for the last vehicle. Now, the Sensatec, the new Sensatec, the perforated Sensatec, is actually a really comfortable leatherette, I guess you could say. When I was driving this vehicle, I honestly didn't even think that it was Sensatec, because the perforation just made it seem like it was leather. It even made it seem like it was like vented seats, but it wasn't vented. But the perforation really helps with the breathability too. I definitely feel my back a lot less sweaty with it. And then the Sensatec overall just felt really nice, and it looks great too. And again, lastly, the Tacora Red is going to be the fourth option of a Sensatec option. that BMW has. I believe the other ones are cognac, beige, and black. So Tacora is also going to be now added as a Sensatech option for those people who don't want leather. Sensatech is now going to be a great option. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be putting out a couple more. I know some people were requesting the Tanzanite blue X3s and a Brooklyn Gray X3M, so I definitely got that in mind. So definitely stay tuned. If you guys haven't already subscribed, definitely subscribe, because we're putting out a ton of more content. Also, whenever the new i4 comes and the iX and all that, I'm going to be getting tons and tons of clips of all that too. So definitely stay tuned. And lastly, don't forget to check out our shop, www.beamreview.com. Link down below. Thank you, like the video, and have a great day.